Good morning, vinyl community. Happy Record Store Day, everyone. Cheers. I just got home from my local record store. It's still relatively early, considering the fact I guess I've been up since 4 in the morning and I went to bed at about 1. And I probably look like it. I don't think I look any different, do I? I'm going to show you my Record Store Day titles. And before I get to that, I'm going to say I'm not going to open everyone just to save us some time here today. But I think I say this every Record Store Day video, but if I haven't, I'll repeat myself here. And this is just because. A lot of you like Record Store Day, and a lot of you don't. If you don't like Record Store Day, fine. Fair play, I respect that. Just don't use the comment section for a platform or a soapbox telling people why you don't like it. Let's just take that as said. I think we're far along enough in Record Store Days to we get your point, and you probably hopefully understand my point. I love Record Store Day. I love it. So, anyways, having said that, I only have a couple titles to show you this year. It's more than a couple. Like I said, I'm only going to open things when I think it might warrant it, I guess, just to save you some time here. But you know what? Let's get right to it today. Chris Bell. This is a reproduction of his one and only single, I Am the Cosmos, backed with You and Your Sister. I think I will open this one because it's in a gatefold sleeve. And I'm going to try, you know what? I'm going to be technical today and get a kitchen knife. There we go. It's going to be half my video opening these damn things. If I haven't, you know what, if I haven't said those already, and you have to excuse me, I've had 3 hours sleep and just waited in line for 4 hours. Chris Bell was a member of Big Star and was on Big Star's first album, #1 record. But here's the gatefold. And it's got an essay in it by an essay. And it's got some other credits and whatnot. And I think it's just black vinyl. Yeah, black vinyl. But there's really, and I'm going to preface this all by saying, I think there was only 3 titles I went in wanting. And everything else was kind of just filler. And this was one of them, was Chris Bell, ex of Big Star, who sadly passed away. I Am the Cosmos. Oh, David Bowie. How many were out there? Was there four today? 3 today? There was too many today, is how I feel about it. But anyways, there was his triple live album. I think it's 3 albums. And I picked it up. Or at least my wife picked it up, actually, and handed it to me thinking I would want that one. But it was $75. No. Unfortunately, for Record Store Day, although I do indulge, I do draw the line, and $75. I could buy 3 titles for that one, so I kind of gave up on that one. But what I did get from David Bowie is I got the Let's Dance demos. And what that is, if you don't know already, is the original full-length demo, which is about, 7.5 minutes long, as opposed to the edited version that was on Let's Dance. So David Bowie, Let's Dance, and it's backed with Let's Dance Live, I think on that Serious Moonlight tour. So David Bowie, Let's Dance. We got Chris Bell, and we got David Bowie Now. David Bowie Now, in fact, at one point I had an original promo copy of this one. It was really beat up, and I ended up selling it. This is a reproduction of the original promo album that came out around the Low Heroes period, I believe. And what this is, from what I remember, and please remember, I've had 3 hours sleep. But you know what? I was #1 in line. How's that? I guess if you're going to wait 4 hours in line, you should be #1 in line. This is an alternating track listing of songs from, I believe, Low and Heroes. So David Bowie Now. Like I said, I'm not going to talk a whole lot about these titles because I'm going to safely assume a lot of you know about them. And if not, you can always look them up or leave me a comment. U2, Lights of Home, picture disc. And what does this have? This has 2 remixes. This is the St. Peter's string remix and a Beck remix of U2, Lights of Home, picture disc. I don't know if there's anything else really to show on that one. Look, this is the back. It's the couple holding hands from the album cover. So there's that one. This one, I will say there was a couple titles released in Europe only, and I do have some hookups in Europe. So the Chris Bell and a couple others, and the Human League Secrets was one of my most wanted, and Secrets is not released here. It's Europe only. So I have a friend in Prague, and every record store day I kind of get him titles that he can't get over there and vice versa. So he got me the Human League this morning. Thanks, Graham. And what he wanted me to pick up for him was this one, and we're going to do a swap when I'm in London in July, is the Crush Groove soundtrack on orange and blue vinyl. And from what I understand, I mean, at least my city, I think this might have been one of the only copies that made it into my city, so I was very excited to get that. Because without this, I don't think I would have a trader for the Human League album, which was, like I said, was one of my #1 most wanted albums this year. So Crush Groove soundtrack. Now we'll be going to Europe in trade for the Human League. I'm going to safely assume some of you have been surfing a lot of record store day videos, and you may have seen people unboxing this one. But if not, maybe I will open this one. It's Pink Floyd, Piper at the Gates of Dawn. This is the mono mix in this really cool packaging here. And just in case you've not been around surfing, around looking at unboxing videos for this thing, maybe I will open this one for you guys. And by the way, if the volume is really low, it's my family's home downstairs. I never film these things when people are home, so I'm kind of keeping my voice down a bit. I don't know if I can... I'm trying to figure out a good way to open this one where I'm not going to wreck it. This is why you guys can fast forward. There we go. All right. At least I haven't cut myself like every other video that I slice records open. All right. I'm going to keep the hype sticker. So that's the outside. And from what I understand, it has like a tab cover, which I don't want to rip either by opening. How about this? There we go. So it has a tab opening there. Ta-da! And what's in this one? Oh, it's a poster. I don't know why they include posters, to be honest. I'll never put these things up. But anyways, there's the poster that comes with the Pink Floyd Record Store Day title. And inside, I believe, is just the regular cover. But this was remastered by James Guthrie, and it's like I said, if I haven't said this already, it's the original. It's not the original, but it's a mono mix by James Guthrie, longtime Pink Floyd producer and the guy who remasters all their stuff. And I believe there's the kind of facsimile of the Columbia label. If you can see that, you probably can't. And yeah, black vinyl, so nothing fancy to that extent. So I think this is copy number 4 or 5 I have. I have an original Canadian mono. I have a mid-70s pressing. I have the new version, and I have this version, a mono pressing of this one, Pink Floyd. I'm trying to put this away so I'm not wrecking the tab. Anyways, so there you go. That was kind of a look at the Pink Floyd Piper at the Gates of Dawn mono record store day title. And of course, like a moron, I've got to put the poster away. It's early. A couple of Madonna titles. If nothing else, I'm eclectic. And I like to say eclectic rather than having shitty taste in music. But there was a couple of Madonna titles, and every year, like U2, there's always a Madonna title. I like to pick them up when I can, but this is You Can Dance. This was really cheap. This was, I think, the cheapest one I got. This was actually cheaper than the Chris Bell 7-inch. It was less than $20. This is the reissue of You Can Dance, her remix album. And I don't remember what color vinyl it's on, to be honest with you, but it comes with a poster inside. Just to save yourself time, I'll save you having to open that one. But that's Madonna, You Can Dance reissue. And in this one, this was one of those ones I went in wanting with the Chris Bell, the golden earring they didn't have, is the This is a reproduction of the original Japanese cover for Madonna's first album. And picture disc, you can see the Japanese writing. They seem to be having a trend for Madonna on Record Store Day. They're releasing kind of faux Japanese ones. Well, actually, no, they were originally released in Japan, but they reproduced the OBI strips or OB strips. But there's the original Madonna Japanese cover of her first album, and it says picture disc. I don't know how limited this one is, but they did a really good job with the packaging, I'll tell you that. There you go, there's that one. We're getting down there. This one was for a friend of mine, Jason Isbell, and the 400 unit. Oddly enough, like I said, I was first in line, but everyone, my friend had texted me shortly before I went into the doors that the store he went to didn't have it, and would I please fight for a copy? And of all the titles that in the store I went to had pretty much everything, not everything. This one was the one people were kind of wrestling over. Is this one, Jason Isbell. And the store I went to had 3, and it was kind of like I had to really, I didn't fight for it, but I grabbed a copy, and then the last couple of copies people were really jostling over, which surprises me. I don't really know Jason Isbell too well, but I did pick this up for a friend of mine, Jason Isbell Live. Was it 2007, sorry. First time on vinyl for this live album by Jason Isbell. A couple more. Prince, 1999. This is the original single album version of 1999. This one I was kind of hedging on, but it wasn't that expensive, to be honest with you. What is it, 1, 2, it's the original, 7-track? Yeah, there you go. It's the original 7-track version of this album. Was it limited? See, when they say limited to 13,000, that's not really limited to me, but I couldn't say no to this. The original cover and the original single version track listing of 1999 by Prince. And one more. And this was one of the ones I went in for. And there was 2 live albums released today by this band. One seems to be readily available, and one seems to be, I don't know what stores have it, but no one in my city, no one I've been talking to around Europe seems to be finding it. But oddly enough, secondary sellers on Amazon or third-party sellers on Amazon and other people seem to have 20 copies of this album. Not this album, but the one I didn't get today. It's a band called Duran Duran. This is the one I did get. This is live at Budokan. And the one I didn't get was Duran Duran Live Thanksgiving. Stupid title. It's an old concert recorded on Thanksgiving Day, I believe, in Florida. I do have the CD copy of it, but I don't know why. Nobody I know anywhere around could find it, but I'm sure I'll track it down. But this is live at Budokan on their most recent tour. And although I'm equally excited to get it, and this is one of my most wanted albums when I went into the store today, it's 6 songs. And we're talking, it was priced as a full-length album, but I don't understand if you're going to put out a Record Store Day title, like Duran Duran Live at Budokan, Japan, why not have the full concert? I think all I'm doing is I'm giving ammunition for the people who don't like Record Store Day. Don't get me wrong, I'm not disappointed. I just would rather have seen more than 6 songs on a Record Store Day title I'm paying $35 for. Just saying, but that's all nitpicking. Like I said, I'm thrilled to have it, as I do collect everything by Duran Duran. And guess what? We're done. This might be a record short video for me. And like I said, I apologize for the volume. Family's downstairs. I'm keeping them locked up until I'm done the video. And yeah, like I said, this is my dining room. I very rarely do a video here. Some of you who follow me on Facebook will know why I'm not downstairs in my music room. I had an accident. But we'll get to that another time. I just wanted to quickly share my Record Store Day pickups for everyone. Leave a comment. Give it a like. Subscribe. You know that usual stuff every other YouTuber tells you to do. Anyways, like I said, thank you. I apologize. Usually my Record Store Day videos are a little bit longer and I kind of go more into the titles, but I'm just kind of wanting to make a quick one. Get that out there, share with you all what I did pick up. Let me know what you picked up. I'm interested to see what you picked up that I didn't. And if anyone has a copy of the Duran Duran Thanksgiving, let me know. You want to do a trade? You want to straight up sell it? Let me know. I would love that one. Anyways, take care, everyone. And I have a date with the turntable and these records. So take care, everyone. We'll see you next time.